Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, as perused at the end of last episode, there is still 3 stocks of magic that I would like to get before we move on, and I believe we're ready to look after 2 of them, so let's see if we can get both of them this episode. Both stocks of 300. I'll show the first one. First one we're going after is Meteor, and I'll show you a couple of methods in which you can get them. Or I guess technically 3 methods, because the first 2 methods are going to be for those that, by some cruel twist of fate, you were not able to get enough star fragments from grinding with the getting them from the T-Rexers while grinding. I have plenty of them. I think I've actually got 100 of them. So yeah, this is merely for those that, again, were somehow shafted by not being able to get at least 60 of them. So yeah. Also remember, you're probably going to need a few of them for weapons. Which ones were they? Hang on a sec. It's one set of notes I didn't think of to open. Who needs them? I think we only need... Okay, so yeah, we only need 2 more star fragments with regards to weapons, so make sure you hold on to at least 2 of those. So yeah, but in any case, for the sake of those that did not, I will take a moment here to get some junctions set up, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm all done, and here's what I've got. For Zell, he has Shiva Siren Diablo's Tonberry with full life junction to HP, regen to vitality, pain to magic, reflect to spirit, haste on speed, tornado on evasion, aura on hit percentage, ultima and life on elemental defense, sleep, silence, break, and death on status defense. For commands and abilities, he has Draw Item Treatment, Vitality plus 40, Magic plus 20%, Magic plus 40%, and Spirit plus 40%. The junctions I have in terms of status defense cover most of the, I guess you could say, permanent statuses, but there is still one status that I haven't, well, straight up, don't have the junctioning ability, nor do I have the spell to protect against it, so that's what the treatment here is here for. It's a status that does not carry over after battle, so yeah, the break, the death, the sleep and silence, all of those remain after battle kind of thing, so yeah. But I just put it there, just why not, just in case. Alright, for Squall, he has Quetzalcoatl, Ifrit, Cerberus, Alexander, and Cactuar, with full life junction to HP, regen to vitality, ultima to magic, reflect to spirit, haste to speed, tornado to evasion, aura to luck, Firaga, Thundaga, Meteor, and life on elemental defense, sleep, silence, break, and death on status defense. As far as the elemental junctions go, the reason I put Meteor here is because it protects against 2 different elements. It protects against earth and wind. The wind is what I'm interested in, and coincidentally, Meteor is the spell that we're going to be going after, so as we draw it, the more that'll go up, and I think it might actually eclipse the 100% mark, so I think we might be alright after that, so yeah. But in any case, it's a little bit more resistance to wind, so there we go. And for commands and abilities, draw item revive with vitality plus 40%, magic plus 40, vitality plus 60%, and magic plus 40%, and spirit plus 40%, if I didn't go over that already. Short memory is short. Alright, so for Selfie, she has Brothers Carbuncle, Leviathan, Pandemona, Doomtrain, Bahamut, and Eden, with full life junction to HP, regen vitality, ping to magic, reflect to spirit, triple on speed, tornado on evasion, aura on luck, Firaga, Thundaga, Meteor, and Ultima on elemental defense, and sleep, silence, break, and death on status defense, and I forgot to put slow on her. Didn't even give her the slows. Alright, let's do that right now then. I want to put slow on her elemental attack. Ooh, she's got a full list with that. And let's rearrange hers as well. Alright. And it's probably quicker to go to the left. There we go. That's what we want. Slow on status attack. Commands and abilities. Draw item, recover, vitality plus 40%, magic plus 60%, spirit plus 40%, and initiative. Quite simply, I want her to be able to inflict a slow status right away, kind of thing. As, you know, he could help out. Alright, also, as far as, magic, you might have noticed that everybody had 100% protection against break. That's because I did use the status magic refine ability to refine one of my softs to patch up the one break that was missing, I think, from Selfie's stock. And yeah, as far as reviving them, I didn't have any more Phoenix Downs, so I had to use the Call Shop, the Balam Shop, and I bought 12 Phoenix Downs, 2 of them to use to revive Zell and Selfie. And anything else did I do? I don't think I did, so yeah. Alright, so that's that. So let's go looking for our source for meteors. It's a 1 in 4 chance, so I'll meet you in the battle. There it is. Alright. We're going after the Ruby Dragon. First, let's take care of the cockatrice. Despite its harmful appearance, the cockatrice can indeed still petrify you, so yeah. I think I might be able to do 1 or 2 other things as well, but obviously best known for its ability to petrify you, so yeah. Oh, it's still going. Wow. Oh, it is at potentially at level 100. Remember, even though our entire party is at level 100, we can still end up facing enemies that... Oh, there's breath. Can face enemies that are as low as level 80. So yeah, as you can see, the notoriously deadly bad breath has been relatively, well, heavily mitigated by our obscenely our maximized stats kind of thing. Remember, that is considered a physical attack, and it always hits. So yeah, but yeah, so with max physical maximum vitality, we're able to reduce that damage down to around, you know, between 300 to 500 is the number I've been able to I've seen around from it. So yeah, we may still need recover every so often, but that's part of the reason why I'd say having slow inflicted on it is a good idea. So in other words, slow as a status attack is a good idea. Alright, so as far as Ruby Dragon goes, now that it is above level 45, we can now draw the Meteor spell from it. The other spell, there's all 4 of them is Firaga, Reflect, Flare, and Meteor, so the one that is not revealed there is Flare. But yeah, so yeah, basically you just want to, it's got a 50% susceptibility to slow, so I'd like to have Selfie do that to him. And yeah, you'll be able to tell the difference because his wings will start flapping slower. So yeah, yeah, just the breath attack we already saw. That's probably the most dangerous of it all. Even the meteor, even its meteor is relatively heavily weakened as well in terms of the amount of damage it does to us. And then there's Flare and Firaga and Demi and Arrow, and can cast Reflect on itself like usual, but that's only if you cast Reflect on yourself. Not sure if it works with you summon Carbuncle or not, but we have no interest in doing that. So yeah, it's got a regular physical attack. So basically, the whole idea behind this: get to Selfie, get her to inflict slow. And I don't think that hit. Oop. And Selfie, 50%. Alright, we got it to hit. Alright, so basically after that, just start drawing meteors. Use Recover as needed. And yeah, so all 3 of us have 9 meteors. I split them all up evenly amongst the 3. I had 27 of them, so that's a nice round number to have to, you know, give each person 20, or each person 9, so that takes off a round of having to do this. So yeah, so I'll be back when I've got 300 meteors. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? I've got items to do this, but yeah, so basically, as you can see, it's pretty easy to get that. So I'm actually just going to run from this battle. Wow, I'm so used to dry grinding where I just cut out, but no, this time we don't have to do that. Oh, cartridge opinion, nice. So yeah, if you wanted to kill it, it's well, between at level 80 it's got 66,000 hit points, and at level 100 it's got 89,100. So, but yeah, anyways, so that's basically the simplified version of how to get meteors. It's much quicker that way, and relatively easy, considering what we had to go through to get it. But for my case, I actually want to do it an alternate way. So let's, yeah, I'll just, where is it? Forbidden Magic Refine. Actually, yeah, I think I will consolidate all the meteors. Yeah, let's just give all those to Squall, and then let's selfie, take all. Yeah, okay. Alright, so basically all we need is the Forbidden Magic Refine ability and those star fragments we've got. So let's give Squall there, Zell 100, selfie 100. And should we need to do it, Renault will be getting 100 as well for her own stock. Like I said, if I do have the ability to draw 300 triples from a future battle. So yeah, so there's the 300 meteors. There is an alternate way to do it as well. Is the Iron Giants over at Tier's Point, where the Lunatic Pandora currently is hovering, but it can be a little tricky now because one, the Lunatic Pandora is there, and two, Lunatic Pandora is the next step in progressing the story. Where is? Oh, jeez, I missed it on Zell. So you got to be a little careful. So I'll show you how you can possibly go in there without triggering the story sequence. So yeah, the Iron Giants. It's one of those situations where we'd pretty much go in there as we did the last time we were looking for star fragments earlier. Just going in, mugging it, and then carding it, kind of thing. But it's just got a few more hit points this time. And all right, so let's see, there's that. So I'm just going to park right at the top of this hill here. I probably suggest don't go any closer than this to be safe, and then just go in on foot. And in case you're wondering about the Solomon's Ring that we picked up here before the Lunar Cry, that was the only chance he had to get it. Even though we were here afterwards, I believe the Solomon's Ring would be gone as soon as the Lunatic Pandora appears above it. So yeah, or after the Lunar Cry. So yeah. So basically, yeah, just the alternate way. I'd probably consider this the tedious way. Basically, all we're going to be going for here is, all you'd be going for is 60 star fragments. The beauty is at these levels, you can still the 25% chance of mugging them. Pardon me. But mugging them this time gets you anywhere from 2 to 4 star fragments. So yeah, not only that, but then carding it. For every 3 Iron Giant cards you get an extra star fragment. So every 4 Iron Giants, you could get anywhere from every 3 Iron Giants would give you 7 star fragments, I believe. So yeah, you can just go in there and all that stuff. As far as HP goes, it's got 60,000 to 78,000 hit points. You can draw Haste, Quake, Shell, and Reflect. Weak to Thunder, so definitely junctioning Thunder would be a good idea. The beauty about carding now is that you can basically most of the time you can just max out the damage at 9,999. It'll actually make the carding process a lot easier because each hit will do about 10,000 damage. So, but if you're finding you're not able to even hit 9,999 damage, even with the Thunder Junction to you, maybe try using Dark Side. It basically sacrifice 10% of your maximum HP in order to do triple damage. So yeah, if you're hitting a little low or not quite hitting maximum damage, then use that and you should have a much easier time of doing it. Also, another option as well while you're doing it, it won't make much of a difference, but while doing that you could also equip the Move HP Up ability so that between battles you're regenerating some HP. It won't regenerate much, but it'll be some. And yeah, so basically all you have to worry about with it is its physical attacks. It doesn't use any magic, so yeah, you'd only really need to worry about junctions for a physical defense, and you'd be good to go. So yeah, just basically make sure you have somebody with Mug, and have them with Dark Side as well. Definitely good idea to have slow and sleep on status attack, so you can put it to sleep and slow it down. So it's 90% susceptible to slow, 80% susceptible to sleep, that kind of stuff. And even if by any chance you've got 100 blinds, that might be worth junctioning on status attack as well, because it is 60% susceptible to blinds. So yeah, just give yourself an extra easy time of mugging it and carding it kind of thing. So yeah, that's an alternate method of getting the star fragments required for the meteors. So yeah, in any case, let's get out of here. And I just took out... Did I actually take off Encounter None while I was talking? I hope I didn't. No, okay, I didn't. Good. Alright, so we've got the 300 meteors. Next up, we're going after 300 holies and some other stuff as well, because the enemy we need to... The enemy that we will be going after, you can draw a holy from, but also is the source for the remaining items for weapons. So yeah, and such. All right, where's the air station? Air station is probably the best way to go into this way, right? So yeah, there we go. There we go. The save point, and then I'll oh yeah. You guys didn't notice this, I don't think, unless maybe you noticed you are sharp enough to see if the Ragnarok was parked in the same spot as it was when I left you when we were trying to run into the Ruby Dragon. Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with my brain in terms of knowing the difference between running from battle and resetting. But yeah, for some reason I just got in my head to run from battle, meant to hit start and hit, do the soft reset. But didn't change anything from, the previous attempt to the actual, but no junctions are different, anything like that. But anyways, alright, so we're here, and so obviously now that we're going after holies, if you have any holy stones, I would recommend using the Elnoyle Refine to refine them into the holy spells. I've already done that, I believe, but just to make sure I haven't gotten any others. No, I haven't. Alright, so yeah, basically I've got who has them? I think Selfie has them. Yeah, she's got 66 of them, so that's what we've got. So let's split them up evenly amongst our party members. I think I might actually have to consolidate my meltdowns for this, though. Yeah, let's give those to Squall. There we go. So where's the holies? Let's split them up. Let's give 22 to Zell. And 22 to Squall. And there we go. Alright, so with that taken care of, I want to adjust my junctions a bit, and I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, I'm all done, and here's what we've got. For Zell, he has Brothers Carbuncle, Leviathan, Pandemona, Doomtrain, Bahamut, and Eden, with Meteor on HP, Quake on Strength, Regen on Vitality, Ultima on Magic, Reflect on Spirit, Haste on Speed, Tornado on Evasion, Aura on Hit Percentage, Firaga on Luck, Holy, Full Life, Life, and Shell on Elemental Defense, with Death and Pain on Status Defense. For commands and abilities, he has Draw, Recover, and Dark Side, with Strength plus 40%, Vitality plus 40%, Magic plus 60%, and Spirit plus 40%. Another option here is, instead of, I don't know, I guess maybe, well, I'd probably say hold on to the strength. It'll just make things go a bit quicker. Actually, you know what? I'd say the one to swap out would be the strength plus 40% if you choose to use the mug ability as well. We do have two guardian forces that have the mug ability, so that is an option. However, I'm just going to have one person mugging kind of thing because of how many hit points this creature has. So yeah, and and I would like to card it as well if possible. And so yeah, alright, so Zell. For Squall, he has Quetzalcoatl, Ifrit, Cerberus, Alexander, and Cactuar, with Meteor to Junction to HP, Quake to Strength, Regen to Vitality, Ultima to Magic, Reflect to Spirit, Haste to Speed, Tornado to Evasion, Aura to Luck, Holy, Full Life, Life, and Shell on Elemental Defense, with Death and Pain on Status Defense. Commands and abilities, he has Draw, Card, and Revive, Vitality plus 60%, Magic plus 40%, and Spirit plus 40%. And yeah, he doesn't have Mug, so yeah. For Selfie, though, she has Shiva, Siren, Diablos, and Tonberry, with Meteor Junction to HP, Aura to Strength, Regen to Vitality, Ultima to Magic, Reflect to Spirit, Triple to Speed, Tornado to Evasion, Holy and Full Life to Elemental Defense, and Slow to Status Attack, and Death and Pain to Status Defense. For commands and abilities, she has Draw Item Dark Side, with Vitality plus 40%, Magic plus 40%, Spirit plus 40%, and Mug. She's the one that's going to be doing the mugging because she has the lower strength stat, and as much HP as this creature has, I do want to try and make sure I at least mug him. So yeah, and can't mug him if you kill him, kind of thing. So that's basically the whole logic behind there. So yeah, not expecting to have too much difficulty, but you never know. Anyways, all right. I did save it because of previous problems this episode with that. Alright, and yes, we've already got all the holies split up amongst us. Yep. And yep. And I think that's about it. So, well, before we move, I actually want to put Encounter None on before we get there, because we do have to travel a little bit to get where we're going, but things should be okay once we get there. I think you might actually be able to run into it as a random encounter on the roadways here, but yeah, you'll see. There's a better way. Let's go up this intersection here, the one I... Whoa, what's... Oh, is this like an elite Galbadian soldier? Or not Galbadian, an elite Esthar soldier? Let's find out. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the infamous Elveret. Oh boy. Alright, so this is not Elveret, Elnoyle. Yeesh, this is the big brother of Elveret, anyways. Alright, so Elnoyle, obviously I'm expecting it to be anywhere from level 80 to level 100. At level 80 it's got 70,000 hit points, at level 100 it's got 82,000. For drawing, it has the holies, so that's what we're going for. Pain, Double, and Holy are the spells there. So the one that's not showing is Double. Weak to Ice and Holy, sorry. Actually, hang it, do I even have that written down right? Yeesh. Wow, are we ever having problems this episode? I hope it's, I've got it recorded right. I even checked to make sure that it was, but alright, where are we here? Elveret, no. Elnoyle. Wow, I am ever wrong. Okay, so. It is weak to Wind. Ignore Ice and Holy. Yeah, it is. Wind does double damage. So if you've got Arrow, that's an option to equip on elemental attack, but yeah. But anyways, 50% susceptible to slow, 30% susceptible to poison, 20% susceptible to death, blind, zombie, sleep, and doom, and 1% susceptible to petrify or slow petrification. Those ones I know I'm right, because they are right because I checked before I came back, so yeah. Alright, so the mugging, this is what we want to do. We want to mug this thing once. We can mug, at this level, we can mug 2 to 4 moonstones. I believe we only need 1 for weapons, but I would still like to be able to mug them. 25% chance. And then the drops, well, that's for the next battle. So attacks it's got death. It can cast death, and it can cast pain as well. So that's why that explains the status defense junctions. Pretty simple there. It can cast Meteor as well. You've seen the effectiveness that it had when Ruby Dragon cast it. The magic stat may be a bit different, higher or lower. I'm not sure, but for the most part, it seems to be fairly standard in terms of getting what we need from this creature. Does have the Storm Breath attack like its little brother, but it's a bit more powerful, and he uses it every 6 turns instead of every 3, I think the Elverit did. And yeah, it still hits all of us, and it's non-elemental magic damage. Can cast Holy as well, so that's the status defense junction, or not status, the elemental defense junction there. Has an attack called Tail Needle, which is a physical attack, and it's always critical. I'm not sure if it always hits, but I just know that if it does hit, it is a guaranteed critical hit. And can cast Dispel, and it does have a regular physical attack that it can use at will kind of thing whenever its turns come up, or even sometimes it'll counter with its physical attacks. So yeah, any physical attacks that come to it, there's a chance it'll counter with its physical attacks. So yeah. Alright, so in this battle we want to bug the Moonstones, or Moonstone I guess, but in this case we'll get multiples, and we also want to draw up to 300 holies, and then at the end of that we want a card. So let's do the mugging first. And we got the Moonstones, and he got slow on them already. Sweet. So let's actually... Yeah, okay, he's gonna counter. I'm not sure if the slow actually affects his ability to counter, like this countering the speed that he counters at, but thinking about that might be a good thing to consider if it does, not junctioning slow to your status attack. So, yeah. So anyways, this time I do want to draw 300 holies rather than just refining them from any items, because I don't have the items, or enough of them anyway. So yeah, I'll draw 300 holies, and we'll be back when I'm done. Alright, I think that's it. Yep, Zell has 300 or 100, and Squall has 100, Selfie has 100. Alright, let's take this thing down a notch. And as you might be able to expect, I'm having a Squall card, but let's get his HP down first. This could take a while if he waits this long to attack. I can just picture him just sitting back with his finger on his chin. Who do I want to attack? So that's what, about 16,000 damage there. Overestimating here for the sake of mind killing. Not necessary to card him here, but yeah. I think I only need one more Elnoyle card to be able to, in order to card mod the 10 Elnoyles into an energy crystal, but in case you're wondering, using Darkside with a status attack junction, the status attack junction does still apply in that case. So, all right, I may want to. Yeah, I think I'll start carding the Squall here. May want to heal up Selfie first, though. Zell has it. Alright, let's get back to there. Card. Let's just have her attack. I another point of interest, this thing is immune to the level up, level down commands as well, so that's part of the reason why I had to wait until now to be able to get the holies from him, so... Almost certain Zell could hit the damage cap with Darkside, but... I will be modifying my junctions after this for the second, I guess you'd say. I would say grinding session, but considering what it's let's put it this way: we need 7 energy crystals in total, I believe. You can get more if you like, because that will allow you to get the most powerful ammo in the game, pulse ammo. So yeah. All right, so we got the Elnoyle card. No AP because all the abilities learn, and he disappears. Well, you can actually get him back by going off the screen and coming back on. Alright, so we've got the 300 holies. So now I need to take care of my junctions one last time, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm all done, and here's what I've got. For Zell, he has Shiva, Siren, Diablos, Tonberry, with Meteor, Junction to HP, Ultimate to Strength, Regen to Vitality, Quake to Magic, Reflect to Spirit, Haste on Speed, Tornado on Evasion, Aura on Hit Percentage, Holy and Full Life on Elemental Defense, Sleep on Status Attack, and Death and Pain on Status Defense. Commands and abilities: draw item Darkside with Vitality plus 40%, Spirit plus 40%, Luck plus 50%, and Initiative. For Squall, he has Brothers Carbuncle, Leviathan, Pandemona, Doomtrain, Bahamut, and Eden, with Meteor, Junction to HP, Ultimate to Strength, Regen to Vitality, Quake to Magic, Reflect to Spirit, Haste on Speed, Tornado on Evasion, and Aura on Luck, with Holy, Full Life, Life, and Shell on Elemental Defense, with Sleep on Status Attack, and Death and Pain on Status Defense. Commands and abilities: got Draw, Recover, Darkside, Vitality plus 40%, Spirit plus 40%, Speed plus 40%, and Initiative. For Selfie, she has Quetzalcoatl, Ifrit, Cerberus, Alexander, Cactuar, with Meteor, Junction to HP, Quake to Strength, Regen to Vitality, Ultimate to Magic, Reflect to Spirit, Triple to Speed, Tornado to Evasion, and Aura to Luck. And then we got Holy, Full Life, Life and Shell on Elemental Defense, with Sleep on Status Attack, and Death and Pain on Status Defense. Commands and abilities: she has Draw Card to Revive, with Vitality plus 60%, Magic plus 40%, and Spirit plus 40%. Alright, and with that out of the way, alright, let's get encountered on because we can still run into encounters, so let's do that, because this is indeed the only encounter I'm interested in here. And then I'll demonstrate one battle on screen, and I'll yeah. There he is. Before we talk to it, let's get initiative back on Zell. There we go. And let's go in there again. Alright, now we're going in all out here, unlike the last time. This time, it's going to be a bit easier to card him. So, what we want to do is just basically Darkside him and then card him. We want the drop out of him. So that's 20,000. Remember, expecting him to have at least 70,000, so yeah. Since we're hitting one below 10,000, we can hit him 7 times and we should be good to go. So we're up to about 40,000 here. $50,000, 60,000. And there we go. And we got the Elnoyle card. And how many energy crystals did we get? Got 2 of them. So yeah, there's a 99% chance you'll get anywhere from 2 to 4 energy crystals from this battle. From each battle. So yeah, how many energy crystals do I have? Or do I just want to go a little bit longer and get them all in? Well, I'll be set for the video. Where are they? There we go. So we got 2 of those. What about with cards? It's a level 5 card, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we can get 1 more here, so we're up to 3. So yeah, I just need 4 more energy crystals. I may get a few more to be able to top up on pulse ammo. I may do that. I may not. How many pulse ammo do we have? Notice we've got 5 pulse ammo already. Remember, we got this from that elite soldier in FH way back on disc 2, I think it was. So yeah, I've held on to it this long for this specific reason. If you use these up, then you would probably need 8 energy crystals. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you've used them up, then you probably need 8 energy crystals. So just keep that in mind when you're going through here. So yeah, we do need, I believe, 12 pulse ammo for one of the weapons. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, I'll go off and I'll fight the Elnoyle a few more times to get to card it and get as many energy crystals as I can. Or as many as I feel I'll need, and then next time I'll meet you back at the save point, or another save point if I can find one closer to where. Yeah, I think I'll just meet you back at the save point I showed you when we came in here, because we don't necessarily need to go to the shopping mall to upgrade our weapons anymore. So I guess we'll have to take care of that and see what our reward is next time. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.